Hello everyone, welcome back to Airmech and welcome back to Storm. On the red team we have the TheOnlyG running Striker. On the orange team we have Aizexxa running the Paladin. They both seem to be going for the generic start on either side. So let's just get it going. Both will be using their Airmechs to clear out the neutral units. Other than the Seeker, they'll probably get a tank or just let the creeps get inside and clear. Aizexxa actually might get it done a little slower. They both seem to be putting some extra work into capturing that first place. Geminis are being used by Aizexxa while Longhorns are being used by the TheOnlyG. Down here slowly being captured. Both sides multitasking fairly well to get both these places captured. Generally, I think they will get both sides, all three of their neutral bases pretty quickly, I think. Probably at the same time. Aizexxa comes in. Yeah, TheOnlyG's... Oh no, TheOnlyG will actually beat Aizexxa to capping all their bases. Now this gives them an opportunity. Now they can start sieging that middle point here. Each side has a T-99 that has to be cleared, and then there's Goliaths and HAATs that need to be cleared right after. But after all that occurs, it's going to be fine. Finally now, Aizexxa ties up the bases, moving the Geminis forwards to start clearing and firing across the chasm. TheOnlyG almost goes down. Heavy Arty is being dropped by TheOnlyG to start pounding that force over there. Arty for Aizexxa also with a honeypot. Both sides starting to clear this middle part. Those Geminis are just... The Gemini and Longhorns are just barely out of range. Aizexxa getting a little too closer than comfort to the Goliaths in the middle. Both sides' artilleries are starting to pound each other. Aizexxa moving the Geminis forward. Aizexxa low in health, might go down to this Goliath. Both neutral Goliaths will go down, leaving the base just having a neutral honeypot left with an HAAT that TheOnlyG was not able to clear out. Tesla being dropped down to try to clear out Aizexxa's side. Gemini being maneuvered to deal with it. Tesla's pulled back as Longhorns are being placed. Aizexxa with a small level lead. TheOnlyG low in health. One of the Teslas go down. Aizexxa is very low in health. Almost goes down. TheOnlyG will actually go down. He's able to drop both Longhorns before he dies, though. The middle base is right now in Aizexxa's control, which will be held as they will continue to clear out the rest of the forces. Butchers dropped by TheOnlyG to try to clear out those Geminis. Longhorns being repositioned back towards the middle to try to help fight for this middle position. Buster tank, being dropped. Two Gatleys for Aizexxa being dropped that will rip through those Longhorns. The TheOnlyG is able to grab one of the Longhorns, still fairly low in health. He'll get it up to heal. He has his own honeypots and a generator up there to try to keep the fight going. No anti-mech from TheOnlyG right now, so nothing to really stop Aizexxa from doing whatever. As Tesla's dropped to try to clear out that outpost, it won't do that very well. Butcher's dropped. A mine, the air mine was dropped. I don't know what it's called because I haven't seen it be used very often, but it's... Oh, that does a lot of damage. TheOnlyG is able to get back to the fortress though. Tank Buster and Longhorn left without any protection. TheOnlyG is able to save both of them. But TheOnlyG is starting to fall on the back foot very heavily as Aizexxa takes this middle with a strong hold. Tank Buster very low in health. TheOnlyG's trying to pull what he can back. Aizexxa still harassing this side. Butchers get dropped in the middle. Tesla will not go down. Aizexxa saves it. Middle outpost is out of energy right now, so not a very quick place to refill. Aizexxa dropped the Tesla to take out that bottom factory. OnlyG with some quick maneuvering is going to try to recapture it, but those butchers are going down. Morty's dropped by Aizexxa to try to claim. Artillery piece dropped right next to him. About quarter health. Gets low. Almost goes down to OnlyG. Honeypot trying to keep that stuff alive up there as best as it can. Gatly gets being dropped. OnlyG low on health. Is able to get back though. Aizexxa is here now to clear out the Gatlys. Not taking a lot of damage there. The single Gemini there is helping clear out those Gatlys. Both of them low on health. Aizexxa 10% health. Aizexxa trying to get away. Heals up some. Aizexxa is running out of energy. Aizexxa gets away. OnlyG was not able to commit for the kill. OnlyG has to fall back now. There's more Geminis are coming to reinforce this position. There's 3 Geminis now. Aizexxa's low on health again. It's going to take some more damage, but will get away. This base up here is the OnlyG's last hold, more or less. Tank buster from Aizexxa. Gatly being moved up. Aizexxa has a very firm hold right now on the map. OnlyG's going to take some creep. He's going to come harass their back power plant. Aizexxa coming with a Gatly. The Gatly will quickly clear out everything here. The power plant will go down and OnlyG will get out of there. Another honeypot for OnlyG. This base down here is still not in his control anymore. OnlyG with another Gatly trying to take it back, but just can't right now. Butcher's being dropped. One of the Geminis will fall. 2 Geminis will fall. OnlyG low in health. OnlyG gets down and is able to heal up before taking back off. Able to get back to the base before Aizexxa can get there. Seekers can't fire down at Aizexxa, so can't keep them at bay. Gatly here gonna go down. OnlyG coming back with a tank buff. Oh no, it's just little creeps. Gonna move them around, try to clear as much as they can out. OnlyG really wants this factory back. OnlyG low in health. 10% lower. Gets back. There's some creeps on the main factory here though of what he has left. Grinder out in the field. That means that these are starting the path all the way from the base up to this factory now. OnlyG has nothing on the backside. Oh, a lot of Seekers into Aizexxa. Aizexxa goes down to OnlyG. OnlyG has an opportunity now. Aizexxa isn't around. He's going to try to clear out some of these Geminis here. Dropping what he can. He's able to clear one. In this time, though, he's not able to recapture that factory. A lot of creeps come down. Aizexxa will clear it out. Clear them all out, though. Gatly is down on the ground. Grinder might go down here. Fairly expensive unit. OnlyG's able to save it. Aizexxa's taking Geminis back, trying to save what they can. It's going to be dropped from that Gatly. Factory's recaptured for OnlyG. Grinder takes out a Gemini in the middle. It's going after... Another Grinder was dropped to kill the other Grinder. Grinder goes down. Another Grinder by Aizexxa being dropped. OnlyG's momentum he was building is starting to collapse. Another air mine. It will go down to the Seekers. OnlyG trying to deal with the Grinder, but has to fall back as they will lose that factory again. Aizexxa is going to take a tank buster out. OnlyG's losing forces quickly. He doesn't have much left. Two creeps left on the factory. Will go down. 2 Grinders and a Gemini are going to keep it from being captured. Witchers are going to be dropped to try to clear out those Grinders. OnlyG's still grabbing Butchers, trying to clear out what they can. The 2 T99s have not been taken out this entire time, so there's some free XP still sitting on the map right now. OnlyG now maneuvering artillery pieces to different positions. Aizexxa seems to have finally taken hold of that position. The factory will go down. No creeps in that factory anymore. Only G's whole hard position he's been holding. There's a Gatling sitting back there. I'm assuming they cover for creeps walking. Grinder by Aizexxa being healed up. Grinder by OnlyG is right now being flied around. He doesn't know what to do with it right now. It will get dropped up the rest of their stuff. Aizexxa with a grinder coming with it. It's gonna drop it on the artillery. Both artillery are being hit. Both will go down. Goliath's coming out for Aizexxa. OnlyG does not have much to deal with those. His only tank busters have been killed. The grinder's ripping through what's left of his forces up there. Seeker will fall. That grinder was left unchecked. There's only a single longhorn up there, and that won't be able to stop it. The last of OnlyG's forces are being destroyed. Grinders going at each other. OnlyG moves the grinder. Aizexxa's grinder goes down, but so does the OnlyG's. That's the entirety of OnlyG's force, basically. Butcher's going to take out the artillery piece and go for the longhorn or Gemini right after. Aizexxa is able to save it. OnlyG is going to take a lot of damage and go down. Turtle dropped up on the high ground. Aizexxa is going to drop creep to clear out those butchers. All that leaves is this one Gatling and creep in this base. OnlyG has nothing left on the map. He has a Goliath in his arsenal. Seeker also. Aizexxa pulling out Mortys now to try to help push on this last position. OnlyG has to be very careful now, though. His main fortress is wide open, and Aizexxa could just ignore the power station and go for that. Goliath down on the field. Morty is out for OnlyG. He's going to try to recapture this factory quickly, but at the same time, Aizexxa is sieging his. He'll claim back his factory, but oh no, he actually will not. One of the Mortys were killed. Power station falls, and he wasn't able to recapture the factory. Longhorn down the drop on Gemini. Morty's being dropped on the main fortress to get some damage off. The creep will clear out that factory and will recapture as Geminis are set up to defend it. OnlyG scrambling right now. He's going to grab this creep. I'm going to assume to go capture the power station. Yes, he will. A lot of Goliaths down for Aizexxa now. 5 in total, I think, across the map. OnlyG going to siege this base again. Devastator on the field for Aizexxa. Unfortunately, we're coming into the stage of the game. OnlyG is trying what he can with his income, but there is not much he can do. A single butcher dropped on the back power station. Goliath from Aizexxa coming to answer. 2 Goliaths. Power station will go down, and OnlyG will run away. Couple more butchers. He's found the power station undefended. Aizexxa will quickly drop a honeypot that will block the butcher's damage. OnlyG will take the factory out. Good. But a huge income and level lead. I don't think Aizexxa can be defeated by this point with 31,000 in the bank, still placing units basically at their cap. Some creeps are going to be dropped by OnlyG to try to capture this base. Aizexxa will get there immediately, though, and will clear them out. The butcher, distracted, will not enter the building. Creeps are focused on the honeypot. More butchers. OnlyG really wants to take this factory, but the butchers are going to be distracted on killing enemies. Aizexxa will drop down. OnlyG still 2 levels below XP wise. OnlyG will knock out the factory, but other than that, I don't think much else is going to occur here. Half health, both of them. Aizexxa's out of energy. OnlyG is trying to get some damage off. OnlyG finishes off Aizexxa. Too bad some Goliaths were sent on the main base. Those Gatlies, I don't... Oh, they do damage. The armor isn't too strong for the Goliaths. Creeps being dropped to defend from the Goliaths. Even though Aizexxa died, Goliaths were sent to counterattack. One Goliath goes down. Tesla coming to start clearing out those infantry. Goliath was placed down below and will make its way back to the base. Small infantry army forming for OnlyG. A butcher and creep will go into their death. Misorder there. Wasn't able to catch them and stop them. Artillery piece being dropped now on the fortress. Oh, up here, a small force of Geminis, Morties, and a Seeker and Goliath are being sent on the power station. The Goliath up here is already low in health. Longhorn low in health. There isn't much else there. Devastator was shifted over. Oh no, that's a second Devastator. OnlyG has noticed the force coming. He barely saves the Longhorn before it goes down. He was able to heal up the Goliath before it went in. Aizexxa is hiding behind a Goliath, tanking the shots. Goliath goes down for OnlyG. Domination is starting. The countdown for domination is starting. Mortys are still in it. Both Longhorns will go down. That leaves nothing left over here from OnlyG. OnlyG goes back to base. He has a lot of forces there, but not much that can retake this. Oh, he just has to clear the creeps out. The units aren't focused. More creeps are entering the base. A whole bunch are going to be killed. Goliaths, Gemini's, Turtle, and Devastator are sent on the main base. OnlyG working quickly to try to clear them out as quick as possible. He just used most of his forces on trying to retake the power station. The force is too big, and he will fall here. Yeah. He tried his best, but he just kept losing ground. Aizexxa will finish off OnlyG one last time. Well, it was a long game, and to be honest, I see where OnlyG went wrong, but overall, I think he did pretty well. He just started losing ground and couldn't gain any back. Well, thank you for watching, and I'll see you around.